there were like two tactical things that I did that like very much helped me. The first is that I actually did a summer internship at like a venture fund. So I got my advisor to okay me taking time off of lab work in order to go and actually flex my business skills in the specific domain that I wanted to flex them in, which is in the startup world. So I actually went and worked in VC for a summer. And then the second one was during the school year or during the semesters, I was like building businesses on the side, which was extremely valuable because at a lot of universities, so I happen to go to MIT, they have like all of these startup competitions and things like that. A lot of universities have these startup competitions these days. At a minimum, participating in them flexes those muscles really well. And so by the time you graduate, you actually have a very rich way of looking at the world, as opposed to, like you were saying, a skewed way, right? Which is just an over indexing on just academia. If you put in the work to actually develop those other skills and get the feedback from the market in those ways, then it helps you in absolutely enormous ways. Yeah.
Well, and are there resources in particular that you'd recommend to people outside of doing those? I think the best thing is just try stuff and not gatekeep yourself in terms of like, I have to wait for this type of knowledge or this type of knowledge. You already have a PhD, like you got enough, like go do stuff. But are there books or resources you recommend, or like watering holes on the internet that you think would be really good for people who are, it could be just PhDs, but I think there's a lot of people in that stage of like, I want to round myself out and expose myself to different experiences and maybe join startups or lead one. And so I'm curious, like where would you recommend they go, or what would you recommend they read?
My general view on these things is like you learn a lot more from just like trying to get on the field than you do from like reading things. I mean, I think like once you're actually like doing something, then reading actually helps a lot. But reading as a form of preparation, I'm not sure how much that can help. So like my suggestions, more than like sort of like trying to learn more before you go out and actually try to put yourself out into the field, is just do as many different things as you can to put yourself in the field. So for example, like the summer internships, trying to participate in business plan competitions during the semester, just reach out to alumni of the school that you go to and say, hey, how did you get into this line of work? People will reply to your cold emails. I did so many cold emails and I got a surprisingly high response rate. Like over 70% of people would reply to me and give me 30 minutes in order for me to learn what their role was like and what types of roles they're recruiting for and things like that. And so I think like just asking yourself, hey, what are the things that I want to go learn? And then just trying as many different routes to actually doing that is actually like the single most useful thing. Now, once you're in it, then yes, actually you should absolutely be reading in order to very quickly develop a context and a way of thinking that's actually useful in this new regime. So like, I'll just give a simple example. When I first became a manager, I read just an absolutely inordinate number of books about leadership, management. Like I read biographies of politicians, like ex-presidents and things like this, just to like really give myself high context on what are things that have worked and don't work, and how do people inspire people and things like that. And that was extremely helpful. But that was helpful basically as an accelerant once I was already in a position of managing people. It wasn't helpful to get me into a position of managing people.